Hey folks, and welcome back into Postcard Travel TV. I'm Lou, this is Amy, and that's Dennis, and we are your travel gurus. What we're going to do here today, and what we do every week when we're here on the show, is we talk to you about travel, all sorts of travel, but we especially love cruising.
We do.
We do love a cruise.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
And I thought it would be good for people at home to hear a little bit about you guys, about your agency and what you do and how you do it and how long you've been in business, and tell us.
So, a couple parts to it. Amy, you can explain. She's been in business over 30 years, started out when she was very young, actually working in Daytona Beach with a travel agency.
Yes, I did.
Yep, and then as we fast forwarded. But we are Postcard Travel Planning. What's different and unique about us? Family owned and operated. We're a fairly medium-sized travel agency, over 30 agents. The other thing, what's different about us is we're one-on-one. When we say family, we're one-on-one. You get assigned a travel agent, and you're not going to a different travel agent every time. You learn who the person is, they learn who you are, and your likes and dislikes, and we can share and handle things. And we also do specialize a lot of different areas.
Yes, and we're also a veteran owned and operated because Dennis did serve 30 years in the Coast Guard, so we are very proud of that.
Yay, love our Coast Guard. We've got two sons serving in the Coast Guard.
Yes, we do.
Currently.
And so we cater a lot to military and law enforcement because he also was in law enforcement as well.
I heard about that.
For 30 years. So we always say we take care of those who serve because that's something near and dear to our heart. So we do love that.
Which is, I think, is fantastic. But because of that, because of your background, because of the way you guys work together, we've decided that this is the year of the travel agent, the real travel agent. And I want to revisit that because we talked about this a couple weeks ago. And some of our viewers had said, well, can you tell us more about that? Because there is a very big distinction between the kind of travel agents that work for the hotels, the cruise lines, and the resorts, that sort of thing, the all-inclusives, and people like you.
Yes. So we are, you have your travel agent that you might call, I don't really call them travel agents, that work for the cruise lines. So you call up, you get somebody one week, the next week, and they're just trying to sell you a vacation. They're not trying to save you money. They're not trying to put you on maybe that ship is not right that you're calling about. So what we do is we cater your vacation to you. You may not want the ship that you were calling about because you didn't know. You didn't know there weren't slides for the kids. You didn't know that there's not a lot of activities for them. So that's what I say. That's why I say the real travel agent, because we're in it every single day and we can gear towards what you want.
Yeah, and what Amy, a little bit more to expand on what Amy said, because I love what she does. We're a fiduciary, if you would think about it in that sense. So if you call Royal Caribbean, they're not going to rip you off. They're going to give you a great cruise. But it might not be Royal Caribbean's best fit for your family. Amy knows how to do that. Our travel agents know how to tailor it. It might be another cruise line. And that's where the difference comes in. We're not trying to sell you just one brand. We're not paid by any of them. So we take all in consideration. It's about your vacation, giving you the best fit, because like Amy was saying, some don't have slides. Some it's a different type of a crowd. You got younger kids. You want to be on Royal Caribbean. You want to be on Carnival, maybe. Something different.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed from having done a couple different cruise lines now is that they all have their own personality. They're very, very different in that way. And what's interesting is if you work with real travel agents like Amy and Dennis here, they're going to have that experience. They're going to know what the quirks are, what the personalities are, the differences between one cruise line and another. And to the point you were just making about when you talk to them, if they're dealing with somebody that's a direct distributor, right, works for the cruise line, they're just going to look inside that little bubble. That little box that they've got. They're going to be like, okay, then you need to be on this ship or that ship. But with you guys, it's not just those ships. There's a lot of other ships out there for different cruise lines.
And they may realize, they really don't need to be booking with that certain supplier that you're calling, but they're not going to tell you hang up and call somebody else.
No,
they're not going to do that.
I'm not even sure that, I've not heard of this, but I'm sure they do. Royal Caribbean, let's say they have celebrity as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're trained to, I've never seen it where they're trained to say, well, the Royal Caribbean brand right now may not be the best fit for you. I can put you over to celebrity. I don't think they do that because they keep it separate. That's where we come in.
That's interesting, actually. Well, and actually to the point, let's say somebody like me that's been on Royal, but I've also been on Silver Sea. So my Crown and Anchor works on all of their lines, right? So if you guys know that I'm into the points and I want to keep my points, you might say to me, okay, well, that's not a good fit for you. You would send me to maybe Celebrity and say, okay, yeah, Royal's not going to work for you on this, but Celebrity, or maybe if I'm feeling kind of bougie, you might say you want to go to Silver
Yes.
Sea.
Yes.
It's called Status Match. They never used to be that way.
Oh, okay.
They were separate
just started
within their
doing it.
own company. Like you can look at Carnival, which is the largest cruise line in the world, cruise company, with so many different, like Holland America and P&O and Princess and Carnival. Yeah, they don't all work in together. Well, Royal Caribbean recently did that, where Celebrity and Royal, the points, if you're like, we're Diamond Plus, we're Elite Plus over at Celebrity. So
so you automatically
good.
get that match from one to the
You
other.
get the match, yes.
Oh,
and now you
that's
can
kinda
choose where your
cool.
points go. So if you're on Royal Caribbean and you're trying to build your status with Celebrity, you can move the points.
Right.
So you can really build your status faster than you could before.
Oh,
So
that's
there's
kinda cool.
little, but again, having a real travel agent
Who knows
who
all this
knows
stuff.
how to do it for
This
you.
is all news to
Yes,
me too.
yes.
You know what we need to do one of these shows. I just came up with an idea for a segment. We need to do a segment that's like a family tree of the cruise lines. That
Yes.
shows people like who owns what and where they all branch
Absolutely,
off. Because to
yes.
me, it's like you guys are constantly saying, "Oh yeah, they're owned by so and so," and I'm like, I had no idea.
Yes.
I didn't know that. So if you're loyal to a certain, loyal to Royal or somebody else, it's important that you know that stuff. And
Yes.
a real travel agent is going to know that.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Yes.
we're going to take a quick break right now. But our next segment, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about group travel in just a moment, because these guys are experts at it, and this is going to be another point of
do a lot of
differentiation. Yeah, a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Why you want to have a real travel agent instead of going to somebody that's direct or somebody who just does it for fun. You know what I mean? So, all right, folks, so stick with us here. We're here every Sunday. We are Postcard Travel TV, and we will be back in just a couple of moments after these quick messages from our sponsors, okay? Stay right there. Hey folks, welcome back into Postcard Travel TV. I'm still Lou, this is still Amy, and that's still Dennis. We are your
Right.
travel
Oh, yeah.
gurus still. This section we thought we'd talk about group travel, which is something that you should never try on your own.
That is very true.
Oh,
Never
my
book
gosh.
group travel on your
No.
own.
Yeah,
And
that's
these
it.
guys are experts. So guys, tell us, what is it about group travel that makes it so special?
Well, let's talk about, we just came back from our annual first responder cruise that we do, military and first responder. We do every year in March.
Right.
It grows just up and up every single time we do it.
More and more people.
More and more people go. It's about getting people together, but it's very hard if you're not using a travel agent
Right.
to do groups, because there's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
Traveling, dinners, cocktail parties. There's so many things that go in to group travel, but we love to do it. We do family. We do what else?
Business.
Mhm.
We do
College
business,
groups.
college and university groups. We do a lot. One of the things that I was going to say, it made me think of it when Amy said this. So, getting a group, anybody could book a group,
Mhm.
but what does the group do when they get on the ship? We
Right.
don't leave you alone. We go with you. Most of the time, we're in the bigger groups. We have an agent, or most of the time, it's Amy and I on the bigger groups, because she sets up cocktail parties. We do interactive stuff, meet and greets. People come to us on every one of these cruises, especially the first responders, say, I never knew you could have this much fun on a cruise.
Yes.
I never knew this. And we had one of our clients said, the law enforcement guy said, book me every year on this. This was the best fun I've ever had on a cruise. Because what we do is all the extra stuff. Why?
Right.
With the, especially with Amy and myself doing this as a group and postcard travel planning. So.
Yeah. So you were telling me before we started this segment, so for businesses, let's say it's somebody like
Right.
I own a company and I want to take my people out there. What are the kind of things that people do? Like, why would they take them out there?
Two pieces to it. Business-wise, like schools. Amy's good at that because she started it. But the business side of it, a lot of corporations now want to get their people together,
Right.
And they're going to do training somewhere. So they go to a hotel in some city, and then at night to go and get steak. And I have proven on several occasions that it's more expensive to do that in the cities. And we did one in the city of Miami, and I could have put this group on a cruise cheaper. And the other thing with the group thing on a cruise is most of the time it's based on two people in the cabin.
Yeah.
So the pricing.
Yeah.
And the pricing for two people, they can bring their spouse or somebody else.
Oh, right.
And then after they're done with their training during the day, like we set up training rooms so they can do their corporate stuff, get it out of the way. Then they can have socials at night. But
Yeah.
then they can also have family time in the gaps. They don't leave their spouses at home.
Right. And so like basically like during the day they're training and at night they can do like a morale booster.
Yes.
Where everybody's out, they're mingling, they're having a good time. All right. So that's the business side of things. What about for families? Because I mean, like if you're doing like a family reunion, I always see people with the t-shirts walking around the ships.
Yes. Well, it's great. There's so many places to get together. People don't realize that there's conference rooms. You can reserve a dining room.
Mm-hmm.
You can do all kinds of private excursions, parties. That you just build it all into one price, and people really love that when they're traveling together. And you don't. And again, you have a travel agent do it for you, so that the person that's planning it doesn't have to worry about it. Somebody else is doing it for you.
Yes. Interesting about families. Families are tough because there's so many competing interests, and they want to say stuff. I'll tell you a great one right here in the Tampa Bay area. Humberto Navarro is one of our lead agents,
right?
And he's in the Tampa Bay area. He's been focused on a church group that he's doing his second annual Anchored in Christ church group, which is absolutely amazing. And it's bringing people of faith together, and they do some interactive things on the ship, and the preacher goes right. So they have a great thing, but they get outside the church, and they interact, and they have this social. It just builds a better camaraderie for the church. So we have several of those going around the state. Working on one in Tallahassee right now.
See, that's pretty cool. All right, let me ask you this though: families, weddings. Weddings are a special thing, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Weddings are a very special thing.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. But doing a wedding on a cruise or even in an all-inclusive is great because a lot of them will throw in the wedding. So you're not having to spend all of the money on the wedding. You get certain allotment, especially if you're going to all-inclusives, where if you're booking so many cabins or so many rooms, they give you the wedding for free. So you have to keep in mind. And then people are, of course, are booking their own to come to that. So you're not having to spend the money on providing your wedding. And then there's some other ways around it, even on a cruise ship. Instead of doing a reception, do a cocktail party where you don't have to pay for that. And so everyone already has all of their drinks included, and you just come to the cocktail party and treat it as a reception.
Right.
But again, having a real travel agent, we go back to
That's
that.
a big deal.
Yes.
All right, so
it's a big deal.
The last group I want to cover here is schools.
Yes.
Because like there are schools and universities out there that take students or send students. What are they doing?
So they're doing, a lot of them do semester at sea, even though it's not a whole semester. The professors give them an assignment for the semester, and they'll do a week at sea. And we provide blocking off classrooms, providing everything they can do for their presentations. And then we do, again, cocktail parties, group excursions. But it just brings them all together. It's in a different environment than sitting in a classroom. So it's fantastic.
And I'll add on to that. So if you're out there and you're a school administrator or whatever, and you're even thinking about it, we're experts. We've been doing it a long time. But they're not shortening any of the curriculum. What they're doing,
they're still going to school.
They're given assignments ahead of the cruise, and they're given assignments after the cruise that they have to finish. And then the cruise is the majority of it. Interactive stuff on the ship, interactive stuff on land when you get off at ports. Really good job that they do.
Yeah, see that's awesome. So, all right, well, so group travel, obviously something you want to leave to the experts.
Yes, you
do.
It's not easy.
You don't want to do this yourself, guys. And that's just one of the many tips and tricks that you're going to hear here on the Postcard Travel Show TV. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break in a few moments. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors. Then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about our drink of the week, which is one of my personal favorite segments. And we're going to tell you guys what that QR code on the screen is all about and how you can join our travel club to get the newsletters, to find out about the deals and the things, because things change all the time in this business. It happens very quickly. All right, so stay right there. We'll be back in just about few minutes, and we'll continue with the show and show you that fabulous drink of the week that we're coming up with this one.
This is a good one.
This is a good one. Right?
You're gonna like it.
Make sure you stay right there. We'll be right back, guys. All right, welcome back into the Postcard Travel TV show. I'm Lou, this is Amy, that's Dennis. We're your travel gurus still. So we left off, I kind of teased you a little bit, and I said we were going to talk about the QR code that's on the screen.
Yes.
And that is a magic QR code, okay? So to use it, all you've got to do is just open up the camera on your phone, point it at the screen, and it's going to show you a URL, a website address. Click on that, it's going to take you to the Postcard Travel website, and there you got choices. There are different things you can do. You can join our travel club, hint hint, you should definitely do that because it's going to get you in on all the deals faster than anybody else. You get the newsletter, but also you get registered for a free cruise for 2 that's going to be coming up, and we'll be talking more about that in the shows to come. But to that end, we have another deal for everybody.
We do have a deal of the
And
week.
it's our deal of the week that Amy's going to tell you.
Yes. And so we had just spoken about our first responder cruise that we do, group cruise, that we do every year. So this week, if you book that first responder cruise, you're going to get $50 off the price that you see. So you're going to want to make sure that you sign up for that cruise because you do want to travel with us. Lou knows, Kelly knows. It's really good to travel with us. So $50 off per cabin if you book this week. So that's a fantastic deal of the week.
No, it is a wonderful deal of the
Yes.
week. But see, like all the deals that we show you here, they're time sensitive.
They are time sensitive, yes. You have
gotta jump
one
on
till the
them.
next show.
Yeah, and on the first responder cruise, just to reiterate, you don't have to be a first responder to go on it. You just have to want to appreciate them because we do cocktail parties and we do recognition.
Yes.
And they love a big crowd. And we're honoring people that have served in the military for many years, people that are disabled vets, people retired, and some widows.
Yes, families
from
that have lost their spouses.
yes,
Yes.
survivors and stuff like that.
Yes.
So it is a great event that we do on the cruise ship. So
Yeah, that's really awesome that you guys
Yep.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And again, join our travel club because you're going to hear about all these special events, these discounts very, very quickly. All right, now let's move on to my personal favorite segment of the week, and that is the drink of the week. And this time, which ship? Do you remember what ship you were on for this?
I do. Icon of the Seas.
Icon
Royal
of the
Caribbean.
Seas.
Yes.
That's right. Okay, so
Only get it there.
yes, so we're going to go join Dennis on the Icon of the Seas, and let's see how this drink of the week is made. All right.
Hey, it's Dennis from PostCard Travel Planning coming to you from the beautiful bar 1400, and this is on Icon of the Seas. And we are out at sea. We're actually heading to St. Martin, so we're at 2 days of sea. And this bar over here, 1400, is something special, and we'll explain it to you. But our bartender today is Nikki, Nikee, from where?
From India.
All the way from India. And the 1400 bar. Let's do it. We got a special drink here. What's it called?
It's a 1400, the drink name.
The 1400.
Yeah.
And 1400 stands for something to do with the ship, right?
Yeah, it's the whole number of the ship.
It's the what? Hull number.
Hull number,
The
yeah.
hull number of the ship. So this bar is really great. And we're going to show you around. But Nikki, Amy said earlier, now my favorite. Now my favorite bartender.
My favorite bartender.
So when you come on, we had a lot of favorite bartenders, but you just went to number one. Look at that. What's that drink you got?
That's French martini.
What are the chances you're drinking a French martini? All right, so what is in this drink now?
This one?
Yeah.
This one has the Casamigo silver tequila. We're using lemon sour, shimmer syrup, which is a special syrup made for us. Yeah. And then there's a special liquor, which is the Italica.
All about the shake.
Shake it, shake it. We are shaking it and shaking it. Nice job. Anybody that's a bartender in the U.S., take note of that. See how long you shook it? How hard you shook it? That makes the drink. And here we go. We got a martini glass here. And here we go.
Smells so good though. Smells like cotton candy.
So it is a citrus bubble.
There you go, Em.
Alright, you ready?
There you go.
Cheers. Come on, do it.
Well, there we go. Nice job.
You like that drink. It's very good.
Wow.
All right, now that looked like a wonderful drink of the week that we got right there. And I can say that because I actually tried it.
Yes.
It was,
And he's in it.
and I'm in it. That was really, really good. So tell us about this one.
So this one's a 1400, and it comes from the 1400 bar. 1400, I researched it. It's the 1400th hull that was laid by that company.
Oh, I always wondered.
So that's where it comes from. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But there's these little things on Royal Caribbean that they do, these little isms
Yes.
Yeah.
that you follow. But anyway, 1400, interesting drink, and it's kind of a sweet and sour
Yeah.
taste to it.
Oh, it's
Really good though, and they put a smoke on top, and then you kiss the luck. So what's in it? And they have lemon sour, Casamiga tequila.
Yeah.
That's a tequila-based drink anyway.
Good stuff.
Pear shimmer syrup. They have it specially made for them. And the last one was Italicus liqueur, which is an orange flavor liqueur.
Yeah.
Interesting. Never seen that before either. And then they do a special mix with that, a lot of shake, and then they put that smoke on it with a smoke gun, big bubble, and then you kiss it,
and it just
brings you good luck.
You know, here's the crazy, and this is what's really amazing to me, is they try to make everything so much fun and so interesting on the cruise ships.
Yes.
And this particular bar, 1400, those guys were awesome. First of all, the bartenders were spectacular.
Yes, they were.
Very attentive. They knew what they were doing. All the drinks were spectacular. But that particular one, I'd never seen a drink with a bubble like that on top of it before, and especially one that was filled with smoke.
Yeah.
And the smoke was almost like sweet.
Sweet
Yes.
smoke, yeah.
Like a sugar smoke
A sugary
or something.
smoke.
It's like a sugar syrup that they
Yeah.
suck up and then they make the bubble.
It
Yeah,
was so
it's great.
that was super good. So, and that's just the kind of thing you're going to find when you go out there.
Yes.
And Amy doesn't taste all of them. She goes, no, I'm not tasting this one. So Lou is the taster. He's got it. Nikki, and it's a funny story about this. Amy says, oh, you're my favorite bartender. That's
He
my
is my
favorite all
favorite
time.
bartender.
Now it's Nikki, Nikee.
Yeah.
He's on
Yes.
there and he goes, oh, I'm your favorite now. Favorite now.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal to get Amy's favorite because he was making her
Yes.
French martinis.
Yes, he was.
Perfect.
Yeah, so, and that's just one of the great things you're going to experience when you book travel through Postcard Travel. Guys, we're done for this week. We've used up all our time. We will be back next week. Remember, click on that QR code, join our travel club, get all the news and reviews very, very quickly and early. But we'll see you next Sunday at 11:30 right here on Binge TV. Till then, take care.